Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most struggling altcoins out there in the market, ICP. ICP is definitely a very awesome project. However, it was definitely hyped up a little too much. We saw a massive spike all the way up to $750, coming all the way down now to $49 and continuing on this decrease. If we take a look at the last month, we do see about a 75% decrease. Internet Computer, definitely, like I said, one of those really great projects that was overhyped and continuing to see that decrease now almost to $49 flat. We continue to see, like I said, major decreases across this week alone at 25 to 26%. In the last 24 hours being an 8.5% decrease. I do expect Internet Computer price to continue on this way down, maybe to about $25 to $30. And we're going to talk more about price predictions for Internet Computer, when it's going to recover, what's going to happen for June, July, and 2021. So if you guys want to stay up to date with price predictions, as well as so many other altcoins on the channel, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. So before we jump too much more into the actual price chart itself, we're going to give you guys a brief description of what's been happening recently with ICP and why this could still be a great pickup when we continue to see this dip. Obviously, buying the very bottom of the dip is always going to be very hard to do, but if you're successful on that with ICP, you could actually see some great returns. So Internet Computer ICP is a utility token that allows users to participate and govern the Internet Computer blockchain network. The network aims to help developers create websites, enterprise IT systems, and internet services, and DeFi applications by installing their code directly on the public network. Or I guess the public internet, I should say. ICP can also be staked or converted into cycles that can be used to power computation for dApps and traditional applications. So there's a lot there, and we're going to jump in, like I said, to a couple different really great news and information for ICP that kind of makes me a little bit more bullish, even though we have this downturn continuing on. So the first thing is Grayscale, talking about exploring new assets that can help us grow our family of investment products. Here are 13 additional we'll explore. So obviously this includes, like we see here in the middle, ICP. ICP is listed on this list. Grayscale, a large institution that continues to invest in great products. So it would be great to see, obviously, Grayscale invest to ICP. I think we would realistically see more institutions follow up and continue to invest in it, as it is a great project, just not a great price point right now. So we are going to talk a little bit more about ICP, and obviously a lot of great information and news to take a look at. But before we do so, guys, I want to make sure to take the opportunity to talk about BlockFi. If you guys haven't used BlockFi before, it's very easy, and like I said, it's an really obvious, I guess, sign up to get involved with, because it talks about how you could get up to $250 worth of Bitcoin when you sign up using my referral code, which will be linked in the description below, as well as the comments. We can actually see that we ditched the annual fee. Check out our new credit card perks and join the waitlist today. And they talk about the future of finance. Obviously, the old way of doing things doesn't cut it anymore. With BlockFi, you can use cryptocurrency to earn interest at up to 8.6% APY. Borrow cash, buy and sell crypto. There are no hidden fees, no minimum balances, and no reason to wait. I always talk about how really you need to work smarter, not harder sometimes, and this is exactly that. So putting your money to work for you is definitely a smarter way of thinking and a smarter way of doing things. So make sure to put your money to work for you. Join this BlockFi system today. Like I said, I have my link in the comments below if you guys want to take advantage. Jumping into the next tweet about ICP, we see Dfinity Community talking about the new project on the Internet Computer. Dfinity Pad is a decentralized IDO platform for the Internet Computer, guaranteed allocations, fair distribution, exclusive pre-sales, and yield generation. So we are continuing to see new projects really going to get a kickoff very well, with so many different pads coming coming out across the system. We see, Dfinity Pad. We've saw so many different launch pads recently. We've actually covered, Oxbow. We've covered, so many different ones. I can't even think of them all. But, there's, like I said, there's the mainstream ones, the MAO maker, I guess, or the DAO maker, sorry. And then we have, Polka. I can't think of the Polka one right now, but like I said, guys, there's so many different decentralized IDO platforms that guaranteed allocations, have this fair distribution, exclusive pre-sales, and yield generation. So this may be not new, but it's definitely a big deal for, ICP altogether as they continue to get closer and closer to being a big deal. If we jump into the next article, this was an interesting one to me. It talks about what is the next big cryptocurrency to explode in 2021. So it talks about the 5 cryptos to keep an eye on in 2021. The first one is actually going to be Internet Computer. So Internet Computer is a new token launched in May 2021. It saw immediate success with a market value of $35 billion in its first 3 days. The coin now has a market cap of $8.7 billion, is currently trading around $70.55. The project's goal was to overcome the current limitations of the internet and replace it with a modern internet. You can purchase this coin at Binance. So I will have my Binance link as well as so many other links in the description below. So if you guys want to sign up for these exchanges and get rewarded for signing up for those exchanges, to make sure to use my referral codes, like I said, Voyager, Binance, KuCoin, all of that in the link in the linked in the description below, as I can't talk. But it's great to see obviously new articles talking about ICP in a good light. We continue to see a lot of people trash on ICP because of this massive decline. One thing to mention here is, ICP is going to be a long-term project. You should never invest in something, when we saw this massive rise, at least from this about $200 price point to $750, you shouldn't have really invested, to be honest. You could have made a great return, I guess, if you, invest at $250 and sold at $750. I hate to tell you, that's probably not how it's going to end up happening, though. So one thing I will say, guys, is I always try to buy red candles, never buy green candles. If it's already on its way up, you're buying a little late. Buying red candles is definitely the way to go, in my opinion. So that's just my trading advice to myself. And I want to jump into one more tweet now. So ICP, if it touches $50, it will go downtrend to $20 to $10. So that is pretty unbelievable, and it's great to see. Somebody already said not going anywhere near that, but you can keep dreaming if you want. The lowest you may see is $50. And if we go to ICP right now, we can actually go to the last 24 hours and see that we went down to 48.80, obviously now at 49.15. So we're definitely below $50. We'll see if we actually follow this guy's tweet and follow down all the way to $20 to $10. Realistically, I still think the market cap's a little high, definitely for a newer project that doesn't have a ton of different things going on quite yet. I do think, in the future, this is a great price point. I think we're going to jump all the way down to maybe $25, like I said, $35. And I do think we're going to have a great boost back up when it does take place. We're going to talk about price predictions now for June, July, and 2021. So starting out with the month of June, I do think we are going to see a lot of coins struggle. I've talked about the altcoin struggle, the obviously being in that accumulation, FUD, or really, like I said, manipulation phase. I think, June's going to be a rough month. I think we could easily see Internet Computer be right around $35 to $50. I don't think it's going to be much higher than that. And if it does, I think it'll be surrounded by hype again, like we saw on its last, its previous push all the way up to $750. So we'll see what takes place here in the future. But like I said, going into July, I think we have a potential chance to actually break out again, hopefully making its way closer and closer to about a $45 to $65 price point. I think realistically, we're going to struggle for a little bit with ICP. We're not going to see much movement. We're going to stick around this market cap for a little bit and then maybe, break out in the near future. We're going to talk about the end of the bull market now. I think ICP does have what it takes to make its way back to maybe a $150 to $200 price point. That's definitely a range that, I'm comfortable with kind of giving to ICP. I think it's still a great coin. I think it's got great potential. I just think it was overvalued at that time. So we'll definitely keep you guys up to date with ICP. So if you guys want to learn more about ICP as well as so many other altcoins on the channel, like I said previously, guys, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I am trying to talk a little bit too fast because I know you guys like them short and sweet around that 8-minute mark. So like I said, guys, thank you again for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, definitely take a jump into the comment section. Let me know if you guys have any of your own price predictions for Internet Computer, because this is definitely one of those coins that's kind of hard to predict. Right now, we're still on this downward spiral, and it's not looking good for ICP. Obviously, down 75% in the last month. I think we could continue on our way down. I think there will be a lot of great futures that actually land on this project at the very bottom and have a chance to ride it all the way up. Unfortunately, there's just so much risk involved when doing that, so make sure to always do your own research before investing, as I am not a financial advisor. Thank you guys again. Like I said, I'll see you all in the next one.